What defines my name?
Hey, yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what am I doing?
Hey, yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
All right.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
All right, dude. Let's go, Don.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Carolina Panthers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
His second year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting benched, took his time, watched the game, and then came back better than ever. Second year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3.
Now here's Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Young to throw it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs. He'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the Browns.
Looking to throw. Young. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Here's Young. Under pressure, they got him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco. Play action, Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's Flacco. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 15.
Flacco off play action. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6.
A gain of 3 brings up second down. At the
Flacco.
47-yard line.
Right back to Njoku. Gets by him and now a little daylight. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. From the 2, here's first and goal. Now Flacco. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Flacco looks to throw. Pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal call. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Carolina Panthers.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Got a man, that's the get.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Young to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And he's able to get up here to the 26. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Flacco. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 on the play. 1st down, Browns.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating off play action, Flacco. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
1st down.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving 1st quarter. To pass, Flacco. This short pass into the hands of the Joker. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. Oh, a solid stiff arm. It's an open field. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
He was brought down by Trenton Wallace. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Browns.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Jenkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Strong. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. As Sanders has it poked free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Sanders to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Dalton off play action. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. From the 35, here's second and a couple.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 35-yard line.
Dalton sets up play action. To the right side, and he's got more complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. First down.
Carry here for Trevor Etienne. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take it.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mason Graham busting through to get him for a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. To throw now, here's Sanders. Pass caught by Fannin. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 27.
An inside run to Jenkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
A beautiful fake. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. And not much there. maybe a yard up to the 24.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they'll go again with ETN. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Dalton. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Tillman going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. A give. Here's Jenkins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll run it with Jenkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. To throw is Sanders. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
They'll run with Strong. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Sanders. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Sanders. Flush to his right. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Sanders. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 9, 2nd and about a yard. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. A good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll get that underneath ETN.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So Dalton now.
He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Oh, this is going to be fielded defensively. And remember, this is a live football.
First down, Cleveland.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles
Scott,
Davis.
thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second and 6. On the handoff, this is Judkins.
And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
He was brought down by Trevin Wallace. A 2-yard.
Here's Sanders from the gun on third down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
To Michael Woods. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Browns.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Sanders.
And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Amari Barno.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Looking to throw. Sanders.
Setting up a screen for Judkins.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back there to stop him on a great effort was Martin Emerson.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Another tote for ETN. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw here, Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Cleveland offense making their way out. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll give it to Strong. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Sanders. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action now, Dalton. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. From midfield here, Dalton. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a 16-point deficit.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme.
You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second and long. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go for the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And Dalton to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mason Graham able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Fair catch. Signal for
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, and their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick slam here to Woods. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Sanders from the gun on third down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Caleb Evans in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. for the Panthers here, getting the football back. And you're still in this game. I mean, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Here's Dalton.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
But how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Carolina. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense.
With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Amari Barno bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Dalton now to pass. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Well, they have the football and will set up shop at the 33.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll give it to Jenkins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Once again, Jenkins.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 25.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
Going with a dime set.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Browns 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mason Graham in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
He's got Renfro on the out route.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Dalton. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down is Jenkins. Give him 5 yards there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
3rd and 4. Sanders to throw.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This from 44 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing a big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A officially it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Guy's man complete over the middle. That's Miller.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Carolina.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he stopped immediately there.
Well, we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the Browns' 41-yard line.
Throwing, Dalton. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Carolina Panther.
Here's Dalton. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Dalton. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Passing. It's Dalton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
84 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Cleveland.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.